Good morning, students. Now I'm going to discuss about history lesson 2 topic expansion of European power in India, and in this chapter I will discuss about the relations of the English with Mysore. First, in 1760, Hyder Ali became the king of Mysore. He was a very ruler in the south. The Marathas, the British, and the Nizam of Hyderabad were jealous of Hyder Ali's growing power. The states of Mysore rose to prominence in the politics of South India under the relationship of Hyder Ali. In 1761, he became the de facto ruler of Mysore, though the Hindu ruler remained as the nominal sovereign who was shown to the public once a year. Hyder Ali was defeated by Maratha Peshwa Madhav Rao in 1764 and forced to sign a treaty in 1765. He surrendered him a part of his territory and also agreed to pay rupees 28 lakhs per annum. The Nizam of Hyderabad did not act alone but performed and preferred to the league with the English, which resulted in the first Anglo-Mysore War. Then, first Anglo-Mysore War. The main cause of this war were Hyder's ambition to drive the British away from the Carnatic and finally from India, and the British realization of the threat posed to them by Hyder. Hyder's successors later breaking the alliance and declaration of war on the British. The panic-stricken Madras government concluded the humiliating Treaty of Madras in 1769 and on the basis of mutual restriction of others' territories. Next, I will discuss about the Second Anglo-Mysore War held between 1780 to 1784. 1784. The Treaty of 1769, Hyder Ali and the English company proved more in the nature of a Turek, and Hyder Ali accused the company of not observing the terms of defending treaty by the refusing to help him when the Marathas attacked Mysore in 1771. Hyder found the French more helpful than the English. Further, in 1778, English in India seized the French settlements, including Mahe, a port which was very crucial for Hyder Ali for the entry of supplies. Next, the Third Anglo-Mysore War held between 1789 to 1792. The war between Tipu Sultan and the British began in 1789 and ended in Tipu's defeat in 1792. Lord Cornwallis, the Governor General, and had succeeded through shrewd diplomacy in isolating him by winning over the Marathas, the Nizam, and the rulers of Travancore and Coorg. The third Mysore War came to an end by the Treaty of Srirangpatnam in March 1792. The treaty resulted in the surrender of nearly half of Mysore territory to the British. The British acquired Brahmahal, Dindigul and Malabar, while the Maratha got territory on the Tungabhadra side and the Nizam acquired territories from the Krishna to Pennar. Third and next, the fourth Anglo-Mysore War held in 1799. With his defeat in the third Anglo-Mysore War, Tipu was burning with revenge. He was back in territory, and to achieve that objective, he carried on negotiations with French. Jaman Shah of Kabul. Tipu wanted his allies to expel the English. Lord Wellesley, after subsidiary alliance with the Nizam, asked Tipu Sultan to accept the same, but he refused. Mysore was attacked from the sides. Tipu was at first defeated by the Bombay army and was later defeated by General Harris at Malawali. Tipu died fighting bravely. The members of his family were interred at Vellore. A boy of the earlier Mysore royal family was installed on the Gadi of Mysore and subsidiary alliance was imposed. Thus the fourth Mysore was destroyed. The state of Mysore, which was ruled by Hyder Ali 33 years back. Next, I will discuss about the struggle with the Marathas in next video. So thank you.